The fruits and vegetables that Israelis eat on a day-to-day level, they are a fulfillment of an ancient Jewish prophecy. Check it out. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the fact that Israel grows most of its own food. Most of the fruits and vegetables, if not almost all of them that you'll see in any market or supermarket, have been grown in the land of Israel by Israeli farmers. I want to take that concept, that idea, one step further and share with you what it says in the Talmud. It says in the Talmud that there is no greater sign that the future redemption is coming, which means and includes the Messianic age, then the land of Israel is putting forth its fruit in great abundance. And all you need to do is go to one town and go to a few supermarkets here in Israel, and you will see the absolute abundance of fruits and vegetables that are filling the supermarkets and the markets, the shuks as we call them, here in Israel, with produce from the land of Israel. Fruits and vegetables of all kinds, flavors, colors, and tastes. And it's an incredible thing to see. When I go food shopping every single week and I'm filling my basket with all of these great fruits and vegetables grown in the land of Israel by Israeli farmers, it reminds me of this ancient prophecy. Right? When I see this abundance in front of me, I think about this prophecy. I'm like, wow, this abundance that's in this supermarket, this market, is a reflection, is a fulfillment of this ancient prophecy of the Jewish tradition, that when the land of Israel gives forth its produce in great abundance, there's no clearer sign that we're approaching the time of redemption, the Messianic age. It's a very powerful, powerful thing, because we know that when the Jews were kicked out of the land for 2,000 years, yes, there were peoples and empires and kingdoms that came through, that ruled, that conquered, but they never developed this land quite like the ancient Israelites did or the modern Israelis did. This chunk of time in between, these 2,000 years of exile, basically saw this land being either forgotten, not used, or even, yes, abused. And the land of Israel, just like the Torah says, right? The Torah says that if the Jews don't do what they're supposed to do and they do get kicked out, right, the land itself will turn to thorns and thistles, that the land itself will go into exile. And that's exactly what happened to this land. It didn't produce, it didn't flourish, it didn't give forth its produce, right, for 2,000 years. And then the Jews come back and work very hard. The Zionists, the early Zionists specifically, worked very hard to bring this land back to life, to heal this land, to start growing in places where food wasn't grown for centuries, to move the rocks and to heal the soil and to put seeds in the ground for the first time in so long. And what happened? Slowly, food started to get produced, right? First by the thousands that came in, then the tens of thousands, and then the hundreds of thousands, and then eventually the millions. And when the Zionist movement began in the early 1880s, you had a few thousand Jews coming back to the land of Israel. Like today, there's 6-7 million Jews living in the land of Israel. And of course, amongst them, there are farmers, and they're working in this land, and they're producing incredible produce in general and incredible quantities. And this land, in partnership with the Jewish people working it, is fulfilling this ancient Jewish prophecy of producing abundance. And when we see abundance, there's no clearer sign that things are happening, that we're getting closer to that time that Judaism has been looking forward to for over 3,000 years. Right? So it's an amazing thing on a day-to-day level. People can be eating their breakfast, lunch, or dinner, looking down at their plate, their bowl, seeing Israeli produce in front of them, fruits of all kinds, vegetables of all kinds, and they're enjoying a meal. And at the same time, they're experiencing the fulfillment of an ancient Jewish prophecy. All the best, my friends, and be well.